Day 15. City Police Chief not elected position says Mayor Rogers. Mayor proves his commitment to nepotism. Mayor Rogers, if my nephew wants to leave the police, I support him. 3 turns and away we go. I look at it. No. Going home. Sleep better. Pay your snitch's weekly fee. Considering some recent events, we are obliged to grant some concessions to the feminists. You got to make sure that at least half the... No, I'm just not doing that. I want to raise. Always want to raise. All about that money. We want that $500,000. Taxi driver heard someone screaming and noticed a few people gathering on the bridge as he was driving past towards the port. He stopped to see if anyone needed help. As he approached, he saw that a man was threatening to throw himself and 2 children into the icy water below. Jason left us. I lost my job in the house and there's no way we'll survive. It's better if everything just ends now. Alright, okay. Let's send a couple of officers to go sort out whatever happening over there. I want any part of that. Just stop him from jumping. Breaking and entering in a suburb. An elderly man speaking in a raspy whisper just reported a break-in. There's someone in my house. They're pounding on the door, marching all around. Okay. Send some cops there. It's an old man, so I don't actually know whether it's a legit call or a bit of Alzheimer's episode or something.
Looks like we have a
2 tearful boys cleaning a set shop are standing dangerously close to the edge of the bridge. Beside them, their drunken, distraught father is slowly pushing the children closer to the edge. Husband. A strong gust of wind almost blows one of the children off the bridge, but he recovered at the last moment and stumbled to the ground with a scuffed knee. The man slurs his words, saying that there's no point delaying the inevitable. Your children have to hold on to the phone. You can't make a decision. Call them.
411 complete.
Yeah. And what?
210 in progress.
Disorderly conduct at a business centre. Secretary Abigail Jones told the police that her boss Martin Quebec returned from a meeting in quite a state. When he entered, he took a bag of white powder from his safe and shut the door. Now he's yelling at it incessantly and making a scene, demanding that his secretary deliver him the head of a unicorn or he'll cut her throat with a letter opener and then go after the rest of her family. Okay, let's send some good police that way, I think. What's going on down there?
810 complete.
Breaking and entering. There was no unexpected dogs in the house. They were scratching him because they wanted to go outside. Oh, of course. Destruction of property. A young drunken biker broke into the church, rode around between the pews, defiled the sacred crucifix, and fled the scene. Interesting. Why would you want to do that?
210 complete.
Disorderly conduct. Oh, we found cocaine. Let's ask the mafia to sell that. We won that $500,000. A member of the family was out at a restaurant having dinner with his secret lover. But because the affair was secret, he was light on protection and one of Varga's agents was able to slip a grenade into the room. This is a job best handled police unofficially, of course. Yeah, go deal with that. These days are seeming busier than they was last time. Destruction of property investigation started. It's a parishioner. I've been going to Sunday service for 36 years, and this is the first time I've ever seen such a disgrace. Some crazy young man on a motorcycle drove straight through the doors of God's temple and began running around, shouting blasphemy. He even dared raise his hand to Holy Father Nunez. But what is it with the youth of today? The Holy Father, it all happened so quickly. The guy drove straight between the pews, almost crushing a parishioner. Then he looked into the confessional and threw in a bottle, and he ran up to me and shouted, "The devil sits on the roof of the church." Then he shoved me, fell to the floor, and the crazy man shouted, "My hand is hard as stone, I'll knock you out of the saddle, Satan." And then he threw his helmet at the cross above the altar and sped away. I was in a confessional when it happened. I was waiting for Father Nunez to finish his sermon so he could hear me. I've sinned so much this week. As I was sitting in the confessional, I heard noises of an engine like a motorcycle. Then there was a roar and a man shouting, "Come, Lucifer, do not hide from me." A few seconds later, a young man in a black leather jacket opened the door of the confessional and yelled, "I will seek out the devil wherever he may hide," and then threw a bottle at me. The shard stuck in my face. At the crime scene, we found a black hen with a white spot on top on the pavement near the church. we found traces from 3 motorcycle tyres. Why 3? My bikes normally only have 2. Anything interesting going to happen? Obviously they was dealing with something for Mr. Sands for us. Okay, I thought this day was going to be quite busy. It seems to be quite a slow one.
710 be in
What's the
progress.
situation? A man wearing a suit walked into the lobby of the bank, locked the doors and proceeded to kill several customers. He never said a word, he just started firing at people. Reported one eyewitness. A dozen people remain inside the building under criminals' demands. Oh god. Well, best was there. If they need help, we've got a couple more plus SWAT. Turn that light on. It's getting a bit dark in here. They're probably gonna need backup. Yep.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Southpaw.
Oh, well, that just leaves me sanity. Alright, okay. Leaves me with the worst cop we have. Yep. And he needs to. A sweet girl named Anna. It's one of our key assets in a large county firm. She just got home from work and found her house was on fire. The arsehole that started it are still standing around buying handiwork. Wouldn't it be pretty if someone cracked open their skulls and tossed them into the open flame? There is nothing I can do about that at the minute. I have one police officer. Can't exactly go rushing to your aid there, Mr. Sands.
710 be complete.
How did that go? Nice. Everyone was caught. And they might even be back in time so that I can help Mr. Sands in this little war that's raging on. There we are, Grant. Samedi. Off you pop. Go help my friend Mr. Sands. So we've got 3 new frames. So we need 5. What was it? So that I think was last. I think it's something along them lines. Obviously we don't have enough. I might be wrong here with it being red because it just is a dark coloured car. I may be completely wrong. I don't think any of them make sense. Maybe that one. It said he mounted the curb, didn't it? Hop the curb. So it wouldn't be that one. It wouldn't be that one. I think that wouldn't work because it's a different colour car. I don't know. Can't solve that one yet. What a shame. Let's end the old day. Sand 6, Vargas 4. That's what we'd like to see. Day 16. 86% of residents oppose demolition of Corn Monument. Businessmen express desire to leave city. A movie production studio may appear in Freeburg. That'll be exciting. If you can tell from the masses of excitement in my voice, I need to take my car into the shop. Can you spare me today? No, you've got a day off tomorrow. Let's give a stripe to Austin. Up there a little bit. Go to the map. Anything I've got to do? Request. Oh, 10% raise. Mafia, your share. She had 50% with my star, so they shut up about it. needs help already, Jesus. Desan's family main attorney is under guard around the clock, and that goes double for his children, but before we could pick them up from school this morning, some of Varga's punks kidnapped them. We don't know how Varga found them, they live under false names. Anyway, you'll need to act quickly, they can't have gone far. Again, you're just getting my worst officers to deal with that, so I have more to deal with actual crimes. But it's just so I can get more money. Fight at the school. Two senior students began to fight right in the middle of the chemistry class. The teacher, Dolores Ponder, first tried to calm them down, but when she attempted to separate them, she was poked in the eye. So you can have them too. I can't remember how many days we've got till we retire. At night, a little known painting by the Dutch master de Vroom, recently shown for the first time, disappeared from the museum. One of the museum's windows was broken and there's a brick lying on the floor inside. So, yeah, I've got 164 days left. We've earned 51,000, I only spent 4,000. Oh, okay. Just checking out some things. They've dealt with that for Mr. Cerns for me. Goody gumdrops.
1111.
Drug sale. Mr. Dunbar said that a nurse tried to sell her drugs right in the hospital. I went to the doctor after I broke my arm. The nurse heard me complaining about the pain and waited until the doctor left. Then she started telling me about the pills she could get me better than Vicodin, according to her. I don't think it's that. Cool. Fight's been dealt with, and we're going to get Purdy and Austin back. Museum guard. I walk the museum every hour. The alarm is off. City Hall won't allocate the money to fix it. I didn't hear the glass breaking. It's a big museum. When I went down this way again, it was already early morning. The window was broken and the canvas was cut from the frame. There was no trace of anyone around, just a brick lying on the floor. The parking lot was empty all night. In the morning, a cyclist went past with a tube on his shoulder. The guy slowly rolled into the parking lot, then left the bike for a couple of minutes and went out of sight. Then he came back on the bike and left. School student, I suffer from insomnia and often go cycling around the city late at night. I took a tube and some other equipment so I wouldn't have to go back home before my morning classes at the art school. I stopped at the museum to pee. I admit it, I like to mark the corner of the building. I imagine one day my work will be hanging inside. Teacher at the art school, in his lectures on the works of the Dutch masters, Bram van der Hoef always sharply criticised the works of de Vroom. He dismissed the legendary artist as overpriced mediocrity and was very amused when an unknown de Vroom painting was discovered in the city dump. He said it was already in its proper place. He was less amused when he learned that the de Vroom painting would be hung in the museum. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Bram who broke into the museum and stole the painting to burn it or to cut it into pieces. The glass is almost completely broken out. A grown man could easily climb through the window and not cut himself. Most of the shards are lying on the pavement outside the museum. Surely they would be on the inside. Or is that just something that... I don't know. Whether that actually means anything or not. Completely different.
1111.
Drug sales. And we found cocaine. Ask the mafia to sell it, please. So a nurse was actually trying to offload cocaine. Cornelius Blunt, Mr. Boyd, I'm a wealthy man and I'm concerned about the fate of our fair city. I would like to fund 3 additional officer positions at your police department, but I must make one condition. My adopted son is to take one of the new jobs. Of course, you mustn't fire him under any conditions. Do we have a deal? Yes, because I could just get him killed. Obviously, he's a bloody 5-star. Some goons grabbed the half-sister of one of our family members right off the street. Her driver called us from a nearby payphone, but he's a wimp and couldn't actually do anything. From the description we got, it sounds like Varga's men. If you get there first, hold on to them for us. Don't hurt them too much. Just make sure you don't let them escape. We have something special planned for them. Go on, Percy. But at least we've got Christian McCoy, who's Shift B. Needs a good officer there. Yeah, and then Shift A can have Eric. I don't know. I think we've got to work on Percy before I can actually send him on decent jobs. That's literally all he's got.
910B in
Robbery.
progress.
Parking valet just called in reporting that a girl exiting an expensive car was approached by a man wearing a hood who threatened her and took her bag. Or Purdy and Austin can go. I really need to start working on getting these ratings up. Because these guys are amazing, but... Obviously it's almost dead, but... Dude, this one's very bad.
910 diesel.
Good? Cool.
412 in
Assault on
progress.
an offensive weapon. An older prisoner, tired of eating the food served by the prison cafeteria, made his way into the kitchen carrying a shit, intent on having a word with the chef. Guard called the police as he was reluctant to enter the kitchen for fear of further provoking the prisoner. So we're going to send Yancy Subaki and we're going to send Percy along. Because I want to try and get Percy's rating up. Why has he got really low energy? It's his first day on the job, for God's sake. Honestly. Some of these people can't find the stuff.
We've got a situation
The kitchen floor is decorated with broken plates and an overturned pan filled with muddy slush. An elderly prisoner is sitting on a stool, dipping his hand into the pot of slush, shoving it towards the cook's face, yelling, "You try to eat this shit." Yeah, we got some warm burgers over here.
412
And Percy goes up in ratings. It's going to take us a long time, I can see, to get Percy to a decent rating. But then again, Lakewood and Oscar Pizza haven't got the best ratings. I don't really send them on jobs by themselves, they just got on favours. Theft. So what's that? That looks like someone breaking the window. Don't know. I'm not gonna try and put anything together there. No new frames found. I don't think that one's going anywhere. I'll be brutally honest. I can't figure that one out. Whether it's because we haven't got the right frames or I'm just bad at figuring this stuff out. I don't know. That's the end of the shift. Sands 8, Fargo 5. That's what we like to see. How is Percy exhausted? Day 17. Former City Hall employee admits official unemployment data are far from reality. Citizen earnings have fallen 9% since New Year, and unemployment in Freiburg is lowest in history. Sounds like a world without you. Too tired, I can eat. Yeah, go on, go home. Today they're offering free admittance to all of you. Not. On the day off, so you can go to a museum. 5 female cops. No. Share 50% staff. So we ain't got. Lowest on here is 165. Disorderly conduct. The elderly Emma Weston called in a complaint about her neighbours. Her house is shaking from loud sounds of gnashing metal on the wall of turbines, accompanied by some strange beeping noises. Through the window, she also saw people moving around. Send Grimes. See if we can get his rate up. I forgot about doing all of that. Hi, we have them all. The more they can go on jobs like this by themselves. Like, Gillette would have been able to deal with that by himself. Should have done anyway. Patients at a local asylum rebelled against the nurses during breakfast. 3 nurses have been wounded while others remain locked in with the patients in a dining area. They threatened to kill 1 nurse every hour until they're released. Send a couple of people to the paddy wagon. Although I can see that one just going belly up.
210 complete.
Go good? It went very good. Grimes at 175. The fact that Shift A's wrong one, lowest rating is 175 and Shift B's is 15. I'm less worried about Shift A. Reports are no longer scattered around the building. The asylum patients are watching the growing crowd from the windows on the 3rd floor. Call in a negotiator.
710B complete.
That's what I do. We sort this stuff out. Oh, for some reason I thought the paddy wagon was single use. Guess it just swapped to single use. Silly me. Come on, give me something to do.
450 in
Reckless
progress.
endangerment. A frightened woman phoned in reporting that two men dressed in armour were running through the streets shouting, "Beware our stings." They were chasing passers-by and swinging their blades at them. They've not yet done anyone harm, but their swords seem dangerous enough. He might overtake Samedi here. Obviously it'll be Samedi's turn. We're just going to do it like that. We're just going to keep building up the worst ones, so we've got just an elite crew of cops. I can see that heavily backfiring.
450.
Reckless endangerment. Alright. That didn't go well. An old friend is visiting Mr. Santa. They're planning on going horseback riding, but the owner of the country club just called. He wasn't making much sense, but it sounds like some punks are beating Mr. Santa's horse to death. Why? It's his horse. It's not like his horse has anything to do with his crimes and his business. Jesus Christ. Oh well. Ain't my horse. This when somebody gets beaten by a horse. Yeah, it's raining. And thunder. Noise complaint. Klim Yuriev reports that suspicious people are constantly going in and out of the apartment next door. They're carrying big bags, making lots of noise, screaming at him. Do you mind? And his three sons can't concentrate on their homework. Mr. Yuriev urges someone's got to show these bandits who's boss. Send him again, let's give him another chance. I'm blaming him for that. Oh, do you mind? I'm blaming Grimes for the last one that went wrong. Probably was nothing to do with him, but he still gets the blame. There's such a gap, 460, 355, and then it's 200s. Nice complaint. Oh, automatic weapons. Nice. A whole mob of Vargas people attacked a truck belonging to one of our companies. This truck is carrying some important cargo, the kind only Mr. Sand and his deputies know about. The driver tried to call us, but we lost the connection. He may already be dead. Alright, let's just send people out there. Must be really nice having the cops on payroll. They can report to crimes that haven't even been committed or... Oh. Destruction of property. So it's that one. I don't think he grabbed the bloke, did he? Yeah, he didn't grab him. Unless it's... No, that? Oh, I forgot we're missing something here. Surely that one would be there. Surely that's right. Oh, I don't know. Let's have a look at this again. So what if it's that one? That one? That, yeah, because they mounted the curb, they didn't hit him there, so then it'd be that one. Cool. Oh, Jesus. William's favourite place in Taiwan, he knows everyone. William's favourite place. Go there. Take swap. Don't know, I can see this backfiring. see this backfiring massively. Please. I want an arrest. Yes. There's no point below. Like, we've already arrested the suspect. I know it's the wrong place, because we'd already got the bloke. Sounds that he's only 3 behind. Alright, day 18, that is where I'm going to end this one. I hope you guys are really enjoying this series. It's interesting, it's very interesting. These investigations are a bit tricky, but it adds something different into the story. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying it. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, dislike, do whatever you want to do. Have a wonderful day, and peace!